And on the third day there was a marriage in Cana of Galilee, and the mother of Jesus was there. And both Jesus and his disciples were called to the marriage. And when they lacked wine, the mother of Jesus said unto him, They have no wine. Jesus said unto her, Woman, what have I to do with thee? Mine hour is not yet come. His mother said unto the servants, Whatsoever he saith unto you, do it. And there were set there 6 waterpots of stone, according to the manner of the purifying of the Jews, holding 20 to 30 gallons apiece. Jesus said unto them, Fill the waterpots with water. And they filled them up to the brim. And he said unto them, Draw some out now, and bear it unto the governor of the feast. And they took it. When the ruler of the feast had tasted the water that was made wine, not knowing from whence it had come, but the servants who drew the water knew, the governor of the feast called the bridegroom. And said unto him, Every man at the beginning doth set forth good wine, and when men have drunk well, then that which is worse, but thou hast kept the good wine until now. This beginning of miracles Jesus did in Cana of Galilee, and manifested forth his glory, and his disciples believed in him. After this he went down to Capernaum, he and his mother and his brethren and his disciples, and they continued there a few days. And the Jews' Passover was at hand, and Jesus went up to Jerusalem. And found in the temple those who sold oxen and sheep and doves, and also the changers of money, sitting there. And when he had made a scourge of small cords, he drove them all out of the temple, with the sheep and the oxen, and poured out the changers' money and overthrew the tables. And he said unto those who sold doves, Take these things hence. Make not my Father's house a house of merchandise. And his disciples remembered that it was written, The zeal of thine house hath eaten me up. Then the Jews answered and said unto him, What sign showest thou unto us, seeing that thou doest these things? Jesus answered and said unto them, Destroy this temple, and in 3 days I will raise it up. Then said the Jews, 46 years was this temple in building, and wilt thou raise it up in 3 days? But he spoke of the temple of his body. When therefore he was risen from the dead, his disciples remembered that he had said this unto them. And they believed the scripture and the word which Jesus had said. Now when he was in Jerusalem at the Passover on the feast day, many believed in his name when they saw the miracles which he did. But Jesus did not commit himself unto them, because he knew all men. And needed not that any should testify of man, for he knew what was in man.